Hello and welcome back to another fantastic video as I proceed to give you some tantalizing, scandalous content. Alright, now that I've made you cringe for the first time in this video, I'm going to introduce you to more. So, recently there has been some conflict as to the origin of who invited the slut to join the SAS conference, and here's the thing. This is very interesting from many angles, alright? So let me just start off with the headline. Right-wing student group Turning Point USA struggles to bar white nationalist from gathering. Okay, so as you can see here, this is one of the headlines we're going to be covering today. And, you know this is going to be a good video when I fuck up the article. Now, we're going to be talking about this one, actually. This one's by the National Review, which is more or less like a Bill Kristol neoconservative publication, which is cool and all because we want to see what the neocons are saying about this. Alright, now, this is calling defective judgment. They're really going to criticize Charlie Kirk for banning a porn star. Let me start reading it. A similar dynamic seems to be at play in the uproar on conservative Twitter over TPUSA banning porn star Brandy from attending the Student Action Summit in Tampa over the weekend. Some conservatives saw it as cancel culture, and other ones saw it as prudish or small-minded to exclude her. So, I don't really think so. So, over here, this guy is saying, it is simply not appropriate for a porn star to be actively posting images at an event with 15 and 16-year-olds present in the conjunction with graphic pornography. Brandy's loves social media is full of graphic nudity, which is true. If you look at her Twitter, you click on like the pinned tweet and it's a picture of her cooch. It is fucking gross. Like, it's so inappropriate. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, that's insane. But, again, they're going to counter signal this, which is ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, there's people are saying they're actually unironically conservative for wanting Brandy to have the chance to go to the SAS thing, which is ridiculous. Again, I just see it as dumb as hell. And it is simply a cop-out. These people are sick in the fucking head, right? Now, look at this. They're covering NoFap. What the hell does that have to do with anything, right? So again, this National Review article is fucking embarrassing. Oh, I think it's pretty bad that it seems pretty unconscionable to ban a porn star from a conservative event. I think it's it's conservative cancel culture. Which is ridiculous, right? Conservative cancel culture isn't really a thing, okay? Cancel culture is when you're getting your life destroyed over something that's not worth getting it destroyed for, alright? Getting people's lives destroyed over what they say is worth it if they're, a communist or somebody who's actively advocating, molestation and other stuff. But according to these National Review people, canceling people in general is bad, which is freaking stupid because obviously if somebody is promoting, being a slut and being a slut in general, not only in front of teenagers, because who cares, right? That's good for them. I mean, come on. But it's obviously unbecoming and it's inappropriate for a slut to be there. And I get it, e-girls in general are whores, but at least they have the facade of not being that. So, having a porn star is just stupid as fuck. It's like having a fat person in a fitness competition or something like that. Like, I get it that, it's a facade. Yeah, a lot of people behind the scenes are screwing each other and all that. And that's fine and all because, that's expected. But this is a new level of depravity. And it ought not be tolerated. And it's even so bad, it's gotten to the point that after public pressure, Charlie cucked and banned the bitch from the conference. Which is good and all, but he should have known better by, not letting her in. Now, here's the thing. Charlie Kirk, as well as other people that were in TPUSA, also really blacklisted a ton of people, especially from the Nick side of politics. And this was important because he's basically staking out who and who should not be let in. And if that's the case, why can he not ban Brandy Love? And people will say, well, technically, she came in and didn't order it. She bought it when she got there, and it's like, well, somebody should put two and two together and be like, okay, well, this bitch is a slut. Don't let her in. So they had a blind eye open for that. I don't know. They played stupid and they were caught with their fucking pants down. All right, and they deserved that because honestly, they ought to be more awake with these things. So yeah, I mean, this is very clear. Now look at the phrasing over here from Salon. Of course, this is Zachary Patricio, who was the reporter that got accosted from the Groypers in CPAC. So of course he's gonna hate on them, which is funny. Now, far-right youth activist Nicholas Fuentes hopes to lead a group of his white nationalist supporters known as the Groyper Army into the Tampa conference despite TPUSA is trying to ban Fuentes and his followers. So that's stupid. One such individual is a 15-year-old ally of Fuentes who often live streams on the internet and goes by the handle of One Young Patriot. This person was uninvited by email, okay? So that's one example. They're just going and disinviting people that already spent money to fly there because of their weak-ass leadership that's unorganized. If anything, ban them a week or two before so that when they do go online to buy tickets, they will know, hey, shit, well, I won't be invited, so I won't go. But there's thousands of dollars wasted when you're saying, oh, well, the day before, well, sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. I guess you're going to have to sit in a hotel all day. It's like, come on. Fucking assholes. And I don't think they did that on purpose. I really think that they're just that incompetent. They let Alex Clark run shit. And it's not the principle of, letting a dumb whore run a show called Pop Politics on your conservative movement. But it's more so that the bitch is ugly. Like, can you not get something better? Okay, so we're getting bottom shelf Becky, Alex Clark, who's... Now, I'm saying this for my own regard. She's under transvestigation, by the way. And, you can do a lot better, right? So we have bottom shelf Becky, Alex Clark, running Pop Politics, whereas Charlie, at the very minimum, instead of getting a smart girl, he could have gotten a girl that's attractive, okay, and stupid. But no, we have stupid and unattractive. It's totally wrong. So a lot of this anti-Nick stuff is from incompetency and not necessarily because they hate Nick, but it's both, actually. But it's a very nuanced, subjective thing. All right. So this is covering some of the context of TPUSA. We all know the Groyper War, and if you don't, I guess you're old. So that's very obvious. Now, if you were to look down towards here, they're calling everybody that's associated with Nick a white nationalist, which is ironic because Nick is somewhat Mexican as well. And there's a ton of brown people that support Nick, maybe to their own detriment, but it is real. And I really do think that them banning people ought to be used wisely. Should they ban anybody? Yes, people should be banned from stuff. Sure, but you have to be banning the right people. For example, porn stars and communists should not be allowed into a conservative event. Gay people shouldn't be allowed in such events. I mean, this is just common stuff. Alcoholics, people that are going to be openly drunk at these events. You got to keep those people out. It's not good optics, and it is not principally correct, okay? So, Brandy Love is a whore, and we're going to be covering this Wikipedia right now because a lot of people have been talking about it on Twitter, and that's where I derive meaning from. Just kidding. So we have Tracy Lynn Livermore, which is kind of like straight out of a Gossip Girl, born 1973. So this lady is 48 years old. So it's pushing it for a fucking porn star. She's from Dearborn, Michigan, and is of English, Polish, and Jewish heritage, of course. And yeah, I mean, this is interesting, very interesting. She started BrandyLove.com in 2004, so she was already in her 30s making pornography, which is interesting. And she started performing in Los Angeles production companies. She's niche specific. Okay, I don't really want to get into the nuances, but this is interesting. She's okay. So 5 foot. She's a conservative and a Republican supported Donald Trump, which is interesting. She voted for Bill Clinton back in the day, which makes a lot of sense actually. So that's kind of cool because it basically goes to show that she's a libertarian Republican and not a conservative. Okay, so this is retarded. I'm a conservative that's a porn star. That's like saying I am a obese athlete. Okay, I am a 300-pound marathon runner. I am a 6'4" handsome virgin. I mean, come on, what the fuck are you talking about? This is stupid. And you know the worth of a conservative when the award and nomination section is MILF Cougar Performer of the Year, Best Ass, Web Star of the Year, Best MILF, Best Porn Star, MILF Performer of the Year, Best Actress All Girl Release. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is fucking ridiculous. So anybody that's supporting Brandy Love is either a coomer, insofar as they're letting the porn get to their head, and or they are necessarily just stupid as fuck and libertarian. And in that case, shove it up your ass because you're being annoying. Stop. You shouldn't have an opinion, cuck. Anyways, and look, there's a thing where, you know, in movies they'll say like, dude, don't do that. It's a Sunday, right? Don't do that. It's church. And that's not to say that what is gonna happen is a good thing. But at the very least, if you're going to do something that's degenerate, don't do it in a fucking conservative area. Don't do it in church. Don't do it on a Sunday, right? It's the bare minimum I'm asking, right? Okay? It's reasonable. It's moderate. You're talking about, okay, fine. Look, if you're going to be conservative, or at least pretend to be, and you're going to watch her porn, you know, she's hot, whatever, don't fucking have her at the conservative event, okay? Clear as day, all right? If you're going to be having promiscuous sex, don't do that. And at SAS, don't do that, you know, in that general area or, you know, during that event. I mean, it's very clear stuff. At the very least, if you're going to do degenerate shit, don't bring it into conservative stuff. That's all I'm asking, right? So, please, come on. This is stupid. If you're going to defend Brandy Love in the comments, I'm going to hit you with the fucking horny stick, right? Even if you watch her porn, don't fucking defend her. Why would you do that? It's out of principle or because you're delusional and you think that's going to get you validation. She doesn't give a shit about you. Don't ever simp for a girl. It's never worth it. If you find that you need a simp to get a girl's attention, she never liked you to begin with. Take the black pill. This bitch is gross insofar as her conduct is concerned. Could she be hot? Yes, but that doesn't make her a conservative. That damn sure isn't something that validates her opinion over anybody, right? I would take the opinion of a fucking loser Republican, conservative, white incel over Brandy Love any day, because this bitch is used up. This Brandy Love is the equivalent of a 2002 Silverado with 250,000 miles on it. Like, yeah, on paper, it's a cool car, right? It'd be fun to ride once, but like, this is gross. It is fucking used up. I'm not paying $1 for that shit, first of all. And second of all, I'm not going to support this person at all right? So you've got to not fall for the coon bullshit. National Review, you're on watch, okay? That is weird that they're defending her. Like, what the fuck? David Chapman, you're a coomer too, bitch. And you're letting it get to your head, dog. It is cringe as fuck. It is cringe. And so, I'm going to wrap up the video with the message of don't fall for their tricks, okay? Let's be conservative. Cancel culture is okay if we're the ones doing it. I'm unironically supporting that. You know, if you're going to be promoting degeneracy, if you're going to be promoting degeneracy in a conservative place as well, you ought to be banned from that fucking place, right? So if I go to a liberal convention somehow and I say, you know what, I hate gay people, I hate Muslims, and I wear it on my shirt, am I expecting for them to let me in? Obviously not. So if we're holding a conservative event full of teenagers and a fucking porn star comes in taking pictures and all that, I mean, come the fuck on. What's going on here? What's going on? So no. And I can tell Brandy is probably using this for clout. She is using the whole controversy for more views or something. She's old and she's fledgling and, you know, whatever. But honestly, it seems to me like it's not going to work, first of all. And second of all, it's pushing the Overton window, because 5 years ago, we would not be playing defense on this bullshit, but we are, okay? Right now, in 2021, I have to make the argument of this is why we shouldn't have a transsexual as the gubernatorial candidate in California, okay? This is why we shouldn't have a porn star that has taken multiple black guys at the same time into conservative events. Okay, we're playing defense. This is ridiculous. Okay, I mean, it would be like if you told, if you were in Poland, right, and you said, okay, this is why the Germans shouldn't invade, And then 5 years later or whatever, you say, this is why the Germans should not eradicate us in Warsaw. I mean, it's like, we shouldn't be in this position to begin with. But now that we are, we must hold the ground, because if not, we are fucking screwed. And that's my message for today. Anyways, thank you for watching. And again, do not